Hi, I'm Paul Wilson, creator of the Body Swing. Here's another tip to help you with your game. If you like this tip, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I post new tips. In this tip, I want to talk about the forward knee as we're going back. So I've done a couple tips on this in the past, but I keep seeing students that come out to the school and they have a serious forward knee issue as they're going into your backswing, or their backswing. So just understand what your body's doing. You are coiling your upper body in a circular movement, let's say. So we're coiling up circular. In that process, the shoulders would be moving the most. So if I'm coiling back my shoulders towards 90 degrees, my shoulders would move 90, my hips would move half at 45, my knees right here would move 22.5 degrees. So that is the proper ratio between the shoulders, hips, knees, and then feet. Now, if you go back and the forward knee doesn't follow that rotation, let's say instead of this, it does this. Okay, you can see my knee is kind of stuck out this way. That hampers the hip rotation, and then it also hampers the rotation of the shoulders in your backswing. So if your knee's kind of stuck here and you crank around your shoulders, see, I'm not even going to be able to get to 90 degrees. And then if I'm not coiling properly, I'm probably not loading properly. Now I'm into my forward leg. My first move is going to be sideways instead of rotational, and it creates all sorts of bad problems. All right, so I want to clarify that forward knee has to be moving behind the ball as we go back. So if I'm setting up like this, here's my forward knee. As I go back into my backswing and I'm coiled up, see my knee right here is pointing a little bit behind that ball, probably about 6 or 8 inches right there. All right, so I'm not going like this with the knee pointing over here. My knee is following the rotation. So one of the mental images I give people is that you are inside a cylinder, okay, and it's about 3 inches off of either hip. Right here, you should be able to coil inside that cylinder. So you imagine if the edges of the cylinder are like this and your knee goes this way, you would be breaking through the cylinder on that side. So if I'm here like this and I go to coil, imagine I'm inside a cylinder, it would be like this. My knee would follow that rotation of that cylinder. If I went like that, okay, you would break through the cylinder. It wouldn't be following that rotation. All right, so we want that forward knee going behind the ball as you go back. So you need to check this to see if this is you. This is absolutely vital. You cannot coil properly if that knee is stuck and not going behind the ball. So it all starts at setup. At setup, you do not want your knees flared out or one knee kind of straight, the forward one flared out. If the knee is in this direction, it's not going to go behind the ball. It's going to get stuck. So when you do your setup, you want both knees. You want to kind of squeeze your knees a little bit together, not forced like this, but just a little bit of pressure inwards so the knees are forward even though the lead foot is turned out. Okay, so the knees are basically forward. Forward foot's turned out 25-30 degrees, back foot's about 5 degrees. So just kind of squeeze them together just slightly. So that's the first check. So a lot of people walk on the outside of their feet. Some people are bow-legged. These are the, a lot of the people that I see when they come out here, these are the people that their knee is stuck. Okay, because they're already in a position to make it, stuck on the way back. So it starts at setup. Just make sure your knees are forward. Feel like you're just knocking them in just slightly before you take the club back. Now, as you get to the top of the backswing, just take a look at the knee. If you want to just take your club like this, put it on the side of your knee, it would indicate where the knee is pointing. So if you went like this and you put the club on the side of your knee, that is not behind the ball, obviously. Okay, so it's on the side of your knee. Don't bend it around your knee, but if it was like this, okay, so my knee's starting there. As I go back, see the knee rotates back behind the ball. All right, and whenever I've had someone out here and I do notice that the knee is not going behind the ball, like that is literally a 5-minute fix. That is one of the easiest things I have to fix in a golf swing. So as soon as the person goes from this to this, they just get a ton more power. They're able to coil and uncoil properly, and it just makes the world of difference. So that's why I'm stressing it in this tip. I really, really need you to check this knee. Okay, if this knee is not working, you're gonna hamper the coil that we're trying to build in our swing. And as you know, we're basing our swing on coiling and uncoiling, which is getting our arms to create this hinging and rehinging, or release of the golf club. So if you don't have the proper coil and uncoil, your release isn't going to be fast enough, and then you're just going to sit here and hit with your arms. All right, so check the knee at setup. Make sure your knees are knocked in just slightly. As you go back, check the forward knee. Take your club, put it on the side of your knee, and then look down at the head here to see where it's pointing. If it's pointing at the ball, ahead of the ball, right here, that's not enough. You've got to get it behind that ball. So you sit here and you just think, here's my knee, behind the ball, behind the ball. And you know, you don't even have to make everything perfect. Like, you know, everything, you know, loading the weight, flexing the knee, all that stuff doesn't even have to be perfect. Because in 5 minutes, you're gonna have the knee fixed. Once you have the knee fixed, then you can work on perfect coiling in and loading into the back leg. All right, so just fix the knee. Like that's so unbelievably simple, and it'll make a huge difference. I truly hope you've enjoyed this tip. You know, I've been teaching a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing now for over 25 years. If you'd like to learn this type of swing, then head on over to bodyswing.com/free samples. I'll send you some free samples of my book and video series that take you step by step by step through how to build a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing. So once again, head on over to bodyswing.com/free samples or click the link in or below this video, and I'll send you the free samples right away.